Hi, so this is a video on how to, once you've assembled the robot, once the robot's ready, it has all the batteries in, everything's good, you've checked the wiring, everything's good. So how you're going to be using the Arduino app to actually open code and find out how you're going to be uploading the code. Let's say you wrote some code on the application, you wrote it on the Arduino web editor, how you can actually upload this to your robot. So what you're gonna do first is you're gonna search Arduino. You're gonna open up the app. Okay, so now this is open. So it's probably gonna open the last project that you were working on if you're working on the application. Otherwise, you can always go into File and open your Arduino code. Okay, so now that I have my Arduino code open, everything's good. What I'm gonna do first is I'm going to take this wire. All right, so we have this wire right here. This is the USB side right here, and the other side is the side, the adapter that's gonna go into the robot right over here into this portion of the robot. It's a little connector in which this fits. So what we're gonna do first is now we have our code open. So you're gonna be connecting this to your USB-C connector in here. Once you've done that, you are going to take your robot, you're going to take this end of it, and you're going to be connecting it into the robot. Right. All right, so what we're going to do is get this in here, and you will see that light come on. This light, come on. Just as a reminder, the switch is not on right now. This is the switch to turn on the robot. The switch is not on right now. You're gonna leave the switch off. All you need to do is make sure that this light is on. If this light is not turning on, it's probably because there's something that's messed up with this connector or something. Either this is loose or this is loose, so you need to check that. So the next thing that you're gonna do is once you have the robot connected, you have your code open, you're going to click either the commit or the verify or the upload button. Now, the verify button, this check mark, is basically just going to tell you if you wrote your code properly. So obviously, programming in this language, this is Arduino. It's a language just like English or any other language, and it has its rules. So as long as you are following the rules of that coding language, once you click verify, it'll show you compiling sketch. So that's basically telling you that it's just checking it to make sure that there are no errors and that, and that it's good and there's no errors and that it can run properly according to the rules of the language. So once that's done, you're going to see this statement, done compiling. So once that's done compiling, what you're gonna do is you're gonna press this upload button. What this button is gonna do is it's going to send this code through the wire to the robot, and it's going to store it inside this board, inside these two boards. This is the main board, this is the motor control board. So this board is basically the one that gets all the code and all the commands for the robot, and then this one will send it over here, which will connect it to the robot, to the wheels on the robot. So what we're going to do now is we're going to click upload. Now it's saying done. Now it's saying uploading, and now it just said done uploading. Okay, that's done uploading. So now what we've done with the code is the code portion is done because we have set the code through the wire to the robot. Now what we're gonna do is we are going to disconnect this. Okay, and what we can do now is because the code is now stored in here. So when you turn on this button, let's come over here a little bit so we have some space. I'm gonna turn on this button from the back. Turn on, put it here. It's gonna wait a couple seconds, and that's gonna run. All right, so that was, and then you're gonna just turn this off once it's done. So that was a quick replay of how you can use your code that you've written on the robot and connect it to the robot and then upload the code. Thank you so much, and I have videos relating to this, downloading Arduino, programming, all the steps that are required to use, and have a lot of fun with these robots on in the playlist that's on the website for STEM World. Thank you so much.